How are the brothers gonna get out of this one?
Oh my god! There's a plaid going up his ass. That must hurt.
It's just kind of lifting him up, I think. It's by the butt.
Look at that.
It's right there.
Look at that.
It's right there. It's not even like obscured or anything. It's just like
just touching his butthole. So Mario. Everyone knows Mario, probably the most famous video game character of all time. Basically needs no introduction. A lot of people ask why haven't there been more Mario movies or Mario cartoons, and I would say that's because, you know, Mario doesn't really translate well to other mediums, and here's an example of that.
Yeah. We watched Super Mario Brothers Peach Hime Kyushutsu Daisakusen, which translates roughly to Super Mario Brothers The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. Technically the first theatrical video game adaptation ever released.
Yeah, which is an interesting factoid because this movie is pretty rare.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find any VHSs of it, and it's pretty much just, you can pretty much just find it online.
Right.
It's a very standard Mario story.
Yes.
Mario and Luigi are on their way to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser.
So we begin with Mario and Luigi. Luigi is blue and yellow in this because coloring is hard. Mario is playing his Famicom. He's playing games that aren't Super Mario.
He's playing a Mario ripoff.
Yes. And then suddenly it changes to Princess Peach and Koopa, and they all come out of his TV.
Yeah, and they attack him.
Yes.
And Mario is, you know, he's more focused on the pretty woman that just came out of the TV and not so much on the evil turtles.
He immediately falls in love with Princess Peach.
Bowser, like, smashes him into the ground, and when he comes back up, everyone's gone. Luigi doesn't believe him, and they think it was a dream.
Right.
The next day, at the Mario grocery store that they own in this thing.
They're at the store. The little old lady can't get stuff to make a cake or a pie because Mario's distracted and in love. And then the original character shows up. The ball dog.
The
ball dog just wanders in.
Yeah,
off the street.
we were very confused by what this thing was. They call it a dog, but that doesn't look like any dog I've ever seen. Peach left the necklace with Mario.
Right, the necklace.
And the dog comes in and steals the necklace. So Mario goes running after the dog, and Luigi goes running after Mario. They end up going through some pipes.
They fall into a pipe.
Yeah, which leads them to Gandalf.
The mushroom hermit.
この国の危機を救うのはあんたたちを置いて他にないんじゃよ。どうかピーチ姫を助け出し、この国の平和を取り戻してくれんかの。
でもどうして俺たちなんだ？
なに言い伝えじゃよ。東の国より双子の男来たれ。マドロス百歩につなぎのズボン。丸花ギョロのちょびひげかわいい。情にもろいが金にも弱い。
Very specific prophecy.
It's a good prophecy. It's right on the nose.
They realize that they need to rescue Princess Peach, and Mario is like, I'm gonna rescue her and marry her, because Bowser is trying to marry her.
Yes.
They have to collect power-ups on their way there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the power-ups. That's the other thing he tells them.
Yeah, they need to collect 3 power-ups, a mushroom, a flower, and a star.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very faithful to the games, to a degree.
To a degree.
Because I found that the most puzzling thing about this was that they were trying to tell a pretty straight story, but there's a lot of cartoon logic to what they do, and that is very confusing because you're like, what are the rules of this world? There's no wood. There's no wood.
It's a video game fire. It's no big deal.
Whoa!
He's getting mad at his dream.
You can see his dream.
It's a gag comedy.
Okay. So first they end up at this place where there's a lot of mushrooms, and these Goombas
Right.
that are working for Bowser trick Luigi into eating a bunch of mushrooms, and Luigi gets high as balls.
Yep.
He gets.
He
Well, this
trips
is not
out.
a joke. He gets super high.
Is he high? Is he tripping? Oh!
Oh
Oh,
my
no!
God, Luigi. Oh God, Luigi, you're gonna want to take the weekend off.
Oh no! Now he's having a bad trip.
Bad trip, man. He's going through a crazy trip.
Yes.
It's awesome. It's so awesome.
Mario force feeds him more mushrooms, thinking that it'll stop him from crying.
Well, remember, kids, if you're ever near a very high person, a person that's too high, just give them more of the drug, and that'll make them better.
It doesn't even work though. Like they show that it's like, okay, now he's laughing, crying, and angry. We've just made it worse. If we just wanted the YouTube hits, we'd be like, oh, the Mario Brothers anime is a drug trip, because it does have that logic to it. It's very, I'd say, more dream logic.
Yeah,
Like stuff just kind of happens.
Yeah, you'd expect them to follow like the rules of the Mario games. He gets the mushroom and he gets big. He gets the flower and he shoots fire.
They
and
kinda do, though.
Yeah, but kind of. It's not clear.
He gets the thing, and they go, yay, I got the thing, and then he does a power thing once, and they forget about it.
They go on to a flower world
Yes.
where they're supposed to get the flower, and they get attacked by piranha plants. What happened?
Beat the level?
They like get out of the area, and for some reason that causes the piranha plants to all die.
And then Lakitu gets mad at them, because that was his flowers apparently, and he attacks them with spiny shells.
Yeah, and a cloud.
Cloud.
A cloud that controls all weather.
It's more gag logic. It's like, okay, you can't think too hard about it. They go, okay, what are we doing?
But
It's Lakitu.
But the
He has a
entire
cloud.
thing is that they're supposed to gain abilities that'll help them, but they already seem to have any ability at their disposal through the power of cartoon logic.
They never say you need these abilities. They just say you need the power-ups because you need the items. Like, it's very...
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need the power-ups, not to power up, but
You
just
just
because you
need
need
them. You just need them, yes.
Mhm. Meanwhile, Peach is at Bowser's castle, and Bowser is like, you are gonna marry me, and Peach is like, no. And then Peach tries to trick him. Bowser can transform, and Peach asks him to transform. He asks him to transform into a scarecrow, and she thinks that's funny. And then she asks him to transform into a drag queen.
じゃあ今度はぶちまった
ぶちもんた
Okay, well, I'm excited.
今度は小さくて可愛いものがいいな
Oh my god. What? Well, let's be clear. He turns into a giant, bald, fat woman
Yeah,
with
he's got
lipstick and giant
Giant
tits.
tits. And it kind of looks like Bowser, but it's like human Bowser.
It's,
But,
yeah,
it's weird.
It's really, I don't know.
But like a lot of this, it doesn't matter because it's like, well, that happened. Moving on.
よしあれ
Now this is ahead of its time. It's like Mario 64.
Yeah.
Things in the.
What?
I spoke too soon.
どう今だ
What is he supposed to be like?
They were just distracting it? What even was... They're running out of ideas really fast.
They get the star, and then they end up at this ship this sunken ship.
Pirate ship, yes.
Yeah.
They're blowing on the sail desperately to try and get away from the squid, and not only does it works so well it goes up into the air and it flies and it's magical fantasy dream stuff.
They head towards the castle because the wedding's about to happen.
Yes, on the night of the full moon.
Yes.
マリオここよここよ
こしゃくな打ち渡せ
Wow!
What even hit? What? Yeah, what made that happen?
The boat fell apart and they fell on the tower and the tower collapsed.
They go into I guess what is the basement of the castle?
Bowser grabs Peach and makes a break for it. Mario chases him into a crevice, and then he has to do some platforming in the funky hell zone of the castle.
Yeah, and I guess now that they're directly emulating the game, they get to drop the frame rate of the animation.
We get a little video game sequence.
Yeah, which, like, that's not what the game looks like. That's not... It's an excuse so that they can lower the animation quality for this one bit.
It's pretty lazy.
It's really lazy. Extremely. Meanwhile, Luigi is digging through gold.
Yes.
And somehow causes a flood.
Yes.
That flood causes the castle to fall apart somehow. Then it's the final showdown between Mario and Bowser.
Yes. We're gonna fight him. Top 10 anime battles. Yeah! Oh!
Oh!
Yep.
This is like a decade before Mario 64.
Yeah!
Okay. That's cool.
Angry Aura Mario. Mario just powers up and he just beats the shit out of Bowser with his fists.
He just punches him, like he just wails on him.
He
it's pretty
uppercuts
awesome.
him, he flies into him and everything. It's like a straight up Dragon Ball Z battle.
It's pretty fantastic. But yeah, they did it. They defeat Bowser.
Yes.
Now this means that Mario and Peach get to live happily ever after, right?
Well, she kisses him on the nose and she tells him about the pendant.
Yes, that necklace.
Yes, and the pendant, she wears it because she's destined to find true love with someone wearing one just like it.
And we think, oh, well, Mario was wearing it, so it's Mario, right?
Right.
Wrong!
つかきっとこのブローチと同じブローチを持った素敵な王子様が現れるんですって。
同じブローチ
It means the fact you were wearing it too. Right? Or not. Oh no. Is the dog gonna steal Mario's girl?
Yep.
Oh! Oh no!
Mario's getting cock blocked by the dog thing.
すると
Mario, no!
His fucking eyes.
マリオ、ルイージ、ありがとう。あなた方は私たちの恩人、誠の勇者です。
Look at him! Oh, Mario!
He takes it like a champ, though. He's not angry about it. He's not possessive.
Yeah, he's kind of like, oh well, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
This was 1986 when the only thing out was the first Mario game.
Yes.
So that's all they had to work with. Yet there are a lot of things that feel like might have inspired things in later games. And there's also the saving Peach from a wedding aspect, which is the plot of the newest game, Mario Odyssey.
Yes, and they bother to say that it's on the night of the full moon, so I think we might see a little bit of back reference to it.
Oh, post-credits clip.
Post-credits. Sequel hook.
はい、
What? She died.
What the fuck?
Why were they there? We don't know.
So, Roman, would you recommend Mario the anime movie?
Yes, I would recommend this. I I enjoyed watching it. I wouldn't call it good, but it's entertaining. It's weird enough to keep me interested. It's got that historical kind of, oh, look how far we've come aspect to it. I liked it.
I would concur. It was fun, it was weird, and it didn't really make sense, but it feels appropriate for Mario. So I would say, yeah, give it a watch if you can find it. Oh my god, we forgot to talk about Mexican Mario. Apparently, when Mario gets angry, he gets so angry that he becomes Mexican.
Becomes a bandito.
Yeah, as a Mexican, I approve of that. So please enjoy some Mexican Mario.